Hello and welcome to Newsmax TV. I'm John Bachman. I'm honored to be sitting here now with Mr. Herman Cain. Mr. Cain, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure, John. Thank you.
Well, take us back to the moment when you decided, that one moment when you said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get behind Newt Gingrich.
The moment came when Newt and I had a conversation. And to be honest with you, we've had at least one conversation over the past several weeks, at least once a week. And I presented to him a couple of weeks ago the idea that I aligned with all of his ideas, but I didn't think that his ideas for economic growth and jobs were strong enough. I said, you need to be bolder. And I said, I offer you 999. So he said he would think about it. We had a conversation as late as this morning when he indicated that he could embrace the idea. That doesn't say that he's going to be the cheerleader for it. That's my job. But he did say he would embrace the idea, so much so that he asked me to co-chair his Economic Growth and Jobs Advisory Council, which means that I will have an opportunity to convince others of 999, and I took that as a very positive sign. Secondly, when you look at where Speaker Gingrich stands on all of the other major issues, such as energy independence, regulatory reform, where he stands on sound money, he and I align 100%. So that was never a question as to where he stood on all of the other issues in terms of what my thoughts were. I wanted him to be stronger on replacing the tax code, and we had a conversation, and that sort of put us over the fence.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this is down to a two-man race.
Yes.
You chose Newt Gingrich over Mitt Romney. Tell me why.
He was more open to the 999 plan because the biggest domestic challenge we have is stimulating this economy. I don't happen to think Governor Romney's 59-point plan is going to do it. The main reason is it's not connecting with the American people. They don't even know what that's about. The American people want specific ideas that are going to address the problem. So that's one reason. Secondly, I like the fact that Speaker Gingrich is bold with his ideas, not generic. He talks about energy independence, made in America. He's bold and say he will sign authorization for the Keystone Pipeline. That's what you call bold, not dancing around being generic and political, the boldness of his thinking. Here's one of the other reasons that I made the decision to support Newt Gingrich. He has been in Congress for a long time. But the good news is he was out of Congress for a long time. That gave him an opportunity to clear his head, and he did. And he will go back as president, in my opinion, with a fresher, bolder approach about what he needs to do in order to change Washington, D.C., rather than somebody who has been stuck in Washington, D.C. or stuck in politics for most of their political career.
Now you're from Georgia, Newt's from Georgia. You remember back when he was in Congress.
Yes.
You were a businessman then. Tell me what kind of conservative values and conservative ideals you remember from Newt the congressman that you think will translate should he become President Gingrich.
The biggest thing that I recall is when he was Speaker of the House, and he and I, along with a lot of other people, we fought Hillary Care. I remember the first time I ever met Speaker Gingrich, and he was Speaker of the House. We sat down in his office for a 10-minute conversation, and we had never met before. He canceled 2 meetings to spend some more time with me because he understood where I was coming from, and he wanted to hear the businessman perspective. After that, I became very vocal against Hillary Care. And so along with what they were doing in Congress, I, along with a lot of other people, were generating a massive grassroots response from the business community that helped us defeat Hillary Care. But the one thing that impressed me the most is that when I had that initial conversation with him, it wasn't, let me do this because I should. He genuinely listened to my ideas and what I thought the business community wanted to do.
A lot's been said. The number one priority for the entire Republican Party is to get President Obama out of the Oval Office.
Right.
Tell me why you think Newt Gingrich is the man to do that.
The reason that I believe that Speaker Gingrich has the best chance of defeating Obama is because the distinction between Newt Gingrich's ideas and President Obama are the widest. When you look at Governor Romney, too many of his phrases and too many of the things he talks about are more moderate in the middle. That's too close. The American people need to see a wide, clear distinction between the two. And as Speaker Gingrich pointed out tonight, President Obama is going to be remembered as the president of food stamps. Speaker Gingrich want to be remembered as the president of paychecks, meaning we're going to stimulate the economy. President Obama is creating bigger government. Speaker Gingrich wants to create less government. President Obama wants to raise taxes on everybody under the guise of raising it on the rich. He's going to raise it on everybody, but he keeps playing this class warfare. Speaker Gingrich is determined to lower taxes for everybody in order for the entrepreneurial spirit, the spirit of America, to do what it does best, which is to grow this economy and create jobs. The distinction between Speaker Gingrich and President Obama will be so distinct that I think that gives him the best chance in order to be able to get elected president.
Herman Cain, thanks for talking to us at Newsmax.
It's my pleasure.